God, she was totally toxified. Well, in Alaska, man, we lived on the same street, Wickersham Park, and we lived on Wickersham Drive, eh? Had a river in the backyard. You look on the back window, there's a river there. That's great. And about 2 years before we got there, and this lady here, her daughter was possessed, man. Like, truly possessed. But these guys, they saw a UFO in the whole, there's like almost 500 people live on this avenue, you know, out in the suburbs. And they all saw this UFO hover 50 feet above this lady's house. Joan Lunsford, my mother's best friend, hovered right there. And her story is that when Scott, that's my brother's best friend, Scott, he's about 30. Nah, he's about 37. But Scott, when he was a kid, he was about 7 years old or something like that. And it sort of went over 5 or 6 years, you know. Used to, in the evenings in Alaska, in the wintertime, he used to go up to the window, man, take his torch out, flash it at the stars, you know. Don't to flash it, like for you. He'd say, "Hey mom," you know, he'd be saying to his mother, "I'm seeing the lights, man." She'd be like, "Oh, don't be so stupid," you know. You know, she's just thinking, "Oh, stupid kid, man. The guy's hallucinating or something, man. Must give him too much coffee or something." But and then one day she decided, he's up at the window, same old story, you know. And then one day she decided, he's up at the window, same old story, you know. So he's giving it flashy out the window, you know. Great little game, man. She's thinking, and he's doing, hey, getting all really excited, you know. "Hey, mom, come and check this out, man." She finally decided, "Oh yeah, maybe I'll just go and see what this little light." And sure enough, man, they flashed the light and it was like a star. Right where he's pointing the light, the star flash. And then you turn the light off and it just go from there and it disappear. And be there. And then this is the story, eh? Be there. And then you flash the light again and the thing and be there, you know. And then all of a sudden one day it just went, it was right over their house, 50 feet above the garage. And yeah, there was doctors, everything. One of the blue file bits that you never get to hear, you know. That'll be one of the blue file things that we all want to hear about. So you got to hear one anyway. That'll be one of them. Covered there, it was like green and yellow and blue lights, you know. And a couple little windows. Solar powered light. Damn right, man. Just wait for a sunny day and if you're really sharp and on top of things, you'll know that when you wake up in the morning, the sun's going to be shining. So you cruise down to the airstrip about 4 o'clock in the morning, get an hour's sleep, and you wake up to the sun coming over the horizon. And you wait there for about an hour while your batteries charge up, you know. The thing you got from the sun went directly to your thrust, or what your power unit is. Yeah. You probably get launched by a big rubber band. Chuck you up to about 1,000 feet, and then you start giving it major sunshine, you know. After you wait around for about an hour or so, charging up the batteries. It's a kid, man. I read this book when I was in 10th grade. We learned about American Indians and that. And my grandfather, I'll say this because I'm being recorded. Is this working? Okay, I'll say this because I want it to be recorded. My grandfather was one of the only people. He lived in Oklahoma. My father's American. And my great-grandfather, he was one of the only dudes that could go into an Apache camp and say, "Hey guys, how's it going, man?" And then say, "Hey, it's that white boy, you know, my grandfather." And I've got the peace pipe, got two of them. And the guy's like, "KKK. Yeah, we don't need them. White, red, and yellow dudes. Makes no difference." I helped build a church once. Right near my trailer court, man. And we used to build mud pies at this old dude's church, you know. It was a Craberdini, these tortoiseshell cats, you know. Looked like your normal tabby cat. Tortoiseshell. With us. We drove down from Anchorage, Alaska to Alberta on the highway. We actually did that, man. It was like 6 of us. My brother wanted to do it on a motorbike, eh? He used to make these jokes about him trying to eat dinner going like this. So stiff, man. 800 miles in one day. No way on a 125. Should they Anchorage to Calgary, man, on a 125 Yamaha. That's what he wanted to do, he said. Yeah. This is my mother's house, man. My brother's, man. Just getting radical. Put faces on the wall with bits of pizza. It was like the happy face dude, you know. Couldn't be done, man. No, nothing should be killed. My father, when we were young, man, when I was a little kid, you know, like just born 3, 4, 5 years old, I remember we used to eat porridge, you know, because that's all there was. You eat porridge for breakfast, because that's all. Or a cream of wheat, you know, if you're lucky. And he used to go out and kill a deer once in a while, man. We'd have major free deer steaks and all that, but he'd never do that now, you know. He told me that himself. He said, "I would never go out and kill a deer now." But I think the planet lives. I think it'll wipe us out if we don't figure it out for ourselves, you know. So I think we should start being more efficient, which means I'd have to junk my car, which is a drag light. I'd do it over the cliffs at Cove Bay.